I'm Sonia and I help people take their power back. If you're interested in what I'm up to or want to connect with me, check out the description below and be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. In this video, I want to talk about something that I speak on when it comes to how I personally manifest quite a bit and want to clear up any misconceptions that I may be putting out there by saying this statement that manifesting is 24/7 and that I stay on top of my mindset 24/7. That does not mean that all I do all the time is pay attention to what I'm thinking. I don't just like sit there all the time and oh my god, this thought and that thought and oh this thought and this thought and the other thought. I really don't even pay attention to my thoughts all that much anymore. I pay attention to how I feel. I live by presence, awareness, choice. Presence. How am I feeling and what's happening in this present moment? Awareness. What is happening in my head? What am I thinking and accepting is true? Choice. Am I going to continue to view things through this perspective, or am I going to make a choice to think whatever I want to out of unlimited possibilities? I mostly pay attention to my emotions at this point. How do I feel in the present moment? If I start to get angry, what's happening in my head? If I start to feel sad, what's happening in my head? If I start to feel anxious, what's happening in my head? If I feel good, I know because I've done enough checking in with my brain that I don't have to pay attention to what I'm thinking in my head. And my go-to now, when I just have like downtime or whatever I'm doing and I'm focused on, I don't have something that I'm focusing on in the moment, I just go to Isn't It Wonderful, Everything's Perfect. That's my default. My brain just does that. When I'm doing things and I'm just like sitting, driving and whatever, or doing dishes, or where I'm just like, it doesn't take every single ounce of energy to be focused on every little thing. Like if I'm writing, I'm not affirming. If I'm driving and there's a fuck ton of traffic and there's a lot going on, then I'm not worried about what the fuck I'm thinking in the moment. I'm doing what needs to get done in the fucking moment. If I start to feel a certain way, I check in with my mindset, but I live my life. I've said this in a couple of recent videos. I have gone back to living my life the way I lived life before I ever knew about manifesting, but with the understanding that it's my thoughts. That's all it is. Your perspective is your experience. If you don't like the experience you are having in this perspective that you are fucking choosing in the moment, then do what you need to do to deal with that. Taking responsibility and accountability for you. Manifesting is 24/7. Whatever you tell yourself the most is true, is true. Whatever you're accepting right now is true, is true. If I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm fucking having shitty thoughts, I'm gonna affirm. Because that's what works for me. And that's how I want to live my life. I don't want to sit here and think shitty thoughts. And if I do think shitty thoughts, and like I had a few days not long ago where it was the first time I couldn't affirm through it. I don't know what the fuck was going on. But I was just like, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to let my brain do this and it's going to suck for however long this lasts and it's going to pass. It'll pass. It's fine. The more you choose to freak out and this is wrong and I had this thought and this problem, you're choosing that. You're choosing to be a victim. And that's the choice that you are making. I no longer make that fucking choice. And I make that choice 24/7 because life is always life and I'm always thinking things and accepting things as true and seeing things through a perspective. That's how our world fucking works. It always has and it always fucking will. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. And the more that you take your power back and start learning about you and taking what resonates and leaving what doesn't from people like me who come and speak from their experience and create what works for you, all I can tell you is what works for me. I am not telling you to apply exactly what I'm teaching, 1000%, and then you'll get things to change. Maybe what I'm telling you doesn't work for you. Maybe you think in visuals and sitting here and trying to affirm, you can't even comprehend what the fuck that means. But the only way that you're going to figure out that you don't think in fucking words and that you think in visuals is to become aware of yourself. Until you are ready to learn about you, you are never going to fully grasp what I'm saying in the first place. Thank you so much for watching. Love and light.